Welcome to the Mystic Fool. I'm Martin Worth, and this is the Mystic Fool. Okay. The key to everything. I wonder what that is, hey? Okay. It's becoming quite clear to me what the key to everything is. And that is a very, very simple thing. And I'm kind of loath to say what it is because it's so simple that you're going to go, nah. And then you're going to probably stop listening to this episode because you're going to say, nah, that can't be it. It can't be that simple. It can't be as easy as that. But it is. Yeah, when things come from several sources, you've got to say, okay, there's a message coming through here, hey. Yeah. And it's something I've integrated into my life over the last, few years, maybe 3, definitely 2. And keeps coming around all the time. Yeah. Heart mouth, if you've heard of heart mouth, they talk about it. If you've listened to a Dr. Joe Dispenza the other day, one of my friends listened to this podcast that Dr. Joe did, and I thought, yeah, okay. He told me about it. I thought, I'll have a listen to it, and yeah, he was talking about it. And it's interesting how Dr. Joe, he didn't really come up with anything new. He came up with a lot of stuff that Bruce Lipton has been saying for years. Come up with a lot of stuff that I've been talking about even in this podcast. But I guess you got to hear these things from different sources before you become convinced, hey? Yeah. So the key to everything. And a good starting point, if you're, down in the dumps or anxious or depressed or just generally not getting out of life what you want to get out of life. And the key to everything, honestly, truly, is very, very simple. You thought I was going to say it, didn't you? Okay. All right. I'll say it in a minute. I'm going to string this out a little bit. What would you say if I said that it's just a simple matter of spending a couple of minutes a day doing one thing? When you do the one thing for, maybe 7 days in a row, maybe a month, that this one thing will rewire your brain, open up possibilities that you didn't even think you could open up to. Yeah. It's about frequency, hey. And one thing I heard the other day was, the universe doesn't respond to what you want. The universe responds to who you are. Yeah. I thought that was pretty profound. The universe doesn't respond to what you want. The universe responds to who you are. Yeah. It really resonated with me when I heard that the other day. It puts the whole law of attraction thing into perspective. It puts the whole, affirmations thing into perspective. It pretty well puts everything into perspective, really, with regard to this manifestation and creating the life that you love. Hey. And the first step to changing who you are is what I'm talking about today. The key to everything is gratitude. Yeah, I told you you'd be disappointed. Gratitude. How do you express gratitude? when you feel depressed, when you feel anxious, when you feel shit off, angry. Yeah. It sounds so twee, doesn't it? You know? But it is. Hey, look, I was having a bit of quiet time before this, before I started recording this today, and that's what made me decide to talk about gratitude. Because here I was sitting in my studio down the back, listening to the birds, and I heard this sound which was different. So I went outside of the studio and had a look up in the tree. And, you know, we've got a couple of butcher birds that come up on our veranda and beg us for food every couple of days. So we give them a little bit, not much, just a little bit. It's lovely having them around. And I noticed lately that they were taking some of that food away, so I think, hey, they've got a nest somewhere. So I stopped giving them food when they were taking it away, because I didn't want them feeding not natural food to their babies, you know. I went outside and I saw the baby butcher birds. Oh my God, 3 of the little fellas sitting on a branch, calling out for food from their mum. And my heart just went burst. Hey, it was beautiful. I felt so much gratitude and love looking at these little birds there, sitting there, all fluffy and squawking. And the mum and the dad bird flying around, you know, coming backwards and forwards with stuff. I just felt so good. And I thought, that's it, gratitude. You know, if you can be in the frequency of gratitude, that's the key to everything. Seriously. You know, I get the same feeling when my dog Atticus jumps up on my lap in the morning and licks my face to say hello. Oh, it's a lovely feeling of love and gratitude, hey. I think gratitude's got to be so close to the feeling of love. Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful stuff. So how do you start this gratitude thing? This thing that's so twee, you know? Well, you start the gratitude thing by when you wake up in the morning. Yeah, and sorry, I just had a little pause there. You might be able to hear the little butcher birds calling in the background, and then the mum and dad bird just came in and gave this beautiful sound that butcher birds make. Yeah, so I had to have a pause and have a look. Yeah, when you wake up in the morning, hey, honestly, give it a go. Just think of 3 things that you can be grateful for. Could be anything. Can be the baby butcher birds. Can be a dog jumping up on your face and licking your face. It can be anything that you have in your world. It doesn't need to be anything big either. It can just be, you know, something as lame as I'm alive. It can be anything. You know, thank you for my house. Thank you for whatever. 3 things, just 3. And just be thankful. That's baby step number 1. And you know, if you can't do baby step number 1 every day for the next 7 days, then you need to do baby step number 1 every day for 7 days. And it gets easier each day, you know. And what we're doing here is we're gonna, by doing this really simple thing, like I say, it's twee almost, you're gonna change the frequency of your auric field through just being grateful for 3 things. Yeah, that's the first step. Do that. Second step is a thing called heart coherence. It's a thing that the Heart Math Institute have been big on for, well, maybe 2 or 3 years now. And that is just a little short You can call it a meditation, you can call it mindfulness, whatever you like. And you can do it while you're lying in bed and waking up, when you've thought of your 3 things that you're grateful for. Then you can just become aware of the inflow and the outflow of your breath. And you don't need to breathe in, count, hold, count as you breathe out. I mean, that's helpful, but you don't need to. Just become aware of the inflow and the outflow of your breath as you're waking up. There's great benefit of breathing into your belly. Take a breath in and push out your belly, and then breathe out and your belly goes back again. But you don't even have to do that. Just become aware of the inflow and the outflow of your breath. And as you do, you'll start to feel more calm. And then bring that inflow and outflow of your breath, direct it with your intent. Direct it into your heart space. Just pretend you're breathing in and out of your heart space. And then, when you're breathing in and out of your heart space with your intent, recall those things that you feel gratitude for. The baby butcher birds, whatever it might be. And breathe that feeling, that gratitude into your heart. Do it easy and do it for as long as you need to, until you become distracted or until it's time to get up because the alarm goes off, whatever it might be. Hey, look, this is the key to everything. This will change your life. And if you're already on the path and you're not doing this, then I really encourage you to do it anyway. Yeah. The universe doesn't respond to what you want. The universe responds to who you are. And who you are dictates the frequency at which your field vibrates. So, up your vibration. Bring some gratitude into your heart space. In the last episode, called the past few weeks, I was talking about personal responsibility. Hey, yep. And I challenge people just to do a little bit of, breathing meditation, just for 7 days. Well, now I'm amping it up for you. I'm saying, hey, do some gratitude, do some heart coherence. Breathe in gratitude. Get to the point where you wake up with a feeling of gratitude. It will happen. And that's because you have changed your frequency. Instead of waking up worried about the day, instead of waking up, with those feelings that you have when you wake up. Oh no, not again, maybe, Hey, change. Change your frequency with this really simple technique. Bruce Lipton, who founded the science of epigenetics, he said there are 3 things. 3 things that affect your well-being. And this is like physical, mental, emotional. The first thing is trauma. Okay? That affects your body, hey? The second thing is toxins. You get a lot of people going on diets and, all sorts of things. Okay, not knocking it. But the biggest of the 3, the one that is so often overlooked, is thought. Thoughts. Your thoughts dictate your frequency dictate who you are and dictate how healthy or not you are in body, mind and spirit. So yeah, this is the first way to change your thoughts. Heart coherence, gratitude. Gratitude is the key to everything. Okay. This one sounded more like a lecture to me than my usual podcast. And I guess, hey, look, I see people coming into the clinic and they walk out of the clinic just like beaming, we've cleared stuff, we've got there, they're feeling great, But if they don't maintain that frequency, they slip back. Maybe 2 steps forward, 1 step back. But hey, if you're listening you are one of my clients and you're wondering why you've slipped back, it's because the universe responds to who you are. And when you left my clinic, you were humming. You were a high vibration. And as you went and lived your day, and those thoughts came back again, of course you lowered your vibration, but not as low as it was before. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Use this technique. Think of 3 things to be grateful for right now. And they don't need to be big. Pause. Become aware of the inflow and outflow of your breath. Bring that breath down into your heart space. And then think of at least one thing that you feel grateful for, that lights you up like the baby butcher birds. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Love you. Bless you. Be well. And I'll catch you next time. Hey, leave a comment. Go on. That'd be great. See ya.